Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. We can take a look at both charts here today. And Bitcoin has turned to the downside again. And most cryptos are just moving with Bitcoin. But as I already indicated in one of the last videos, the cryptos that did quite a lot of gains in the last few days, when Bitcoin is then turning around, you can see these, of course, drop as well. And the ones that did really well here throughout the last few weeks, like Terra Luna, Cosmos, they are getting, and Phantom as well, they are losing out again. So all of that is also not too much of a surprise, because they were, as I also indicated in their TAs, they were just still too high and they were very late in their correction, so they have to catch up in a sense. So we are starting here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, as I said, just broke out of the channel. I would still expect here no change to my expectation. Still, we're below this descending trend line. Let me take the fibs out here. We are still below this descending trend line here. We'll probably have completed here this wave 3 to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We came down to wave 3. And we are now probably here in wave 4. And we're going to see that final wave 5 before we can then hopefully, that's my expectation, get into the bull run again. And let's take a look at the immediate chart here. And you can see how it did break out. Also, we talked about that it certainly will get back to the target area. It only retested. Then in the last video, or the last two videos, I talked about this lower high here, which was a bit concerning, because the price here on the 29th, it didn't make a higher high, or at least the same value. It made a lower high, which is a bit concerning, especially coupled with this ascending wedge here, a bearish pattern. And then overall, this could be looked at as a bear flag, and it broke down. But as I said, is this already the completion of the wave 4 here, or could it still push up? Yeah, absolutely. It could still push up. What this in the end might just be we might retest 33, and then go up. I can't tell you. Unfortunately, these things are really hard to look at. Overall, how this is looking like, I would see this as another preparation for another drop, because now what we're doing here, very strong sell-off, consolidation, another sell-off. So a bit like a bear flag again, a bit like that here, or a bit like that, just in small, where you get a very strong move into a trend direction, and then just a consolidation. So I think we could see a little bit more of a sell-off here. But in the end, I told you, everything that's happening between 33K and 39K, it doesn't invalidate any of these. It doesn't invalidate wave 3 or 4. It doesn't confirm anything really. Of course, the lower we go, the higher the probability that we have completed the wave 4 and will go down. But until we really break here the previous low, the 33K, or until we break here the 39K, nothing is going to happen really. We're staying within the range, and this is what we talked about, a boring wave 4, But look at how this looked like, this wave 3 to that wave 4. Very similar, doesn't it? So you've got your low here, which is pretty much here, this one on the 24th of January. Then you moved all the way up to a wave 4 peak here, which was here on the 13th of January, and very lately here on the 26th. Then you moved down, which we did here as well. Then you moved up again, made a lower high, which we did here as well. And then you made another lower low, which we might do now. So get maybe somewhere in the region of 34.5K. That previous low, or whatever. And then try it again, make another lower high, and then you could maybe push down completely. That's just a possibility, just speculation how it could turn out. So no panic, nothing here to worry about. But for us, I think on this channel, we're quite pleased with another sell-off. We want to get done with it, want to complete it. And where the low will be, I can't tell you. My view is that we're going to see some strong support at 28.7K. That's the previous low of the wave A that Bitcoin did. If I go to the daily, we can see it again. Here, that wave, where is it? this wave A here, 28.7, also where my target area begins. I think this is where we are going to see a lot of strong support. I did say the alternative would be that we, and I think we're going to go lower, yeah, maybe ideally to between 25 and 27k. That's sort of the ideal level, but I would expect anywhere in this yellow area between 20 and 28.7k. There is another scenario which I talked about, that this could all become a triangle, and we're going to talk about that when we see something shift here on the chart. And if we do a triangle, Bitcoin cannot drop below 28.7k, okay? So it should be a little bit higher. So maybe in that scenario, we could bounce off very strongly from the 30k level. But at the moment, I would be in favor just generally of this ABC correction, where we're dropping below 28.7k. So Cardano as well moved together with Bitcoin, also finally some movement, even though it was to the downside. But to be honest, we did expect some sort of a move down. We didn't really expect that the downtrend is over. I personally expected here already a move up for Bitcoin, I think to the upside further, but I still expect it until it doesn't happen, because this is the ideal target level, the 43.3k for Bitcoin. I would still think that's coming, yeah. Here it would have been nice for Cardano also to see a move to the upside, because I did think we could see here a of this wave 5 in which we are, yeah, to see a wave 1 and a wave 2 to the upside, and then a wave 3, 4, 5, because the wave 5 itself consists of 5 waves. Now we haven't seen that, or not yet, so we broke out of this bearish pennant to the downside, which actually is more likely than to the upside. At least, you know, some movement, nothing too crazy. But again, depending on how this now develops, this might even become an extension of that triangle. We need to see how this is now playing out. And then suddenly what you have is just a larger pattern, you know. So nothing too... The thing is, you don't see a breakout with volume. That's why I think maybe that wasn't even the breakout of that triangle here. So it's still moving sort of sideways in a range here at the moment. Overall, you know that also I here still expect another sell-off for Cardano together with Bitcoin, especially if Cardano drops again below 92 cents. That's a very important support level. That's the previous low here. And if we lose that, then we are going to see here with a high likelihood the level between 55 and 30 cents. Whereas 30 is quite low already, you know, might be quite unlikely that we're actually going to see the 30 cents. But on the left hand side here, you can see that one other important support level is 96 cents, 97. That is the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. And also we've been actually holding above that for, pretty much consistently here. And only this 1 wick to the downside touched the 92 cent level. So it remains interesting. At least some movement here. I think while we speak, Bitcoin is dropping further, pretty much just as I just said, because while I still expect higher levels here, that 43k level, it could now be that in the short term we're dropping further. But in the end, I don't know until we see a breakout here. Overall, my target is and remains in that lower range between 20 and 29k. So how we get there, we're going to see it. First of all, I think we're going to see here a little bit more upside before we go down eventually. And for Cardano, yeah, I mean, now that we broke the dollar level here a few days ago, a few weeks ago, I also think we're going to see here eventually lower prices, especially as we could not develop any sort of significant impulse here, yeah, and that we are not yet moving in any way here to the upside, unfortunately. So any downtrend or any attempt to break here the downtrend has just been a fake out. We can define here a new trend line with these 3 significant touch points. So at any point we might move into this, and I think actually we might actually be moving here as well in some sort of a channel. Gonna take a closer look at that, but also here then, you know, it looks similar actually now to what Solana is doing and Ethereum. Yeah, that's my view here on Cardano and Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe consider to join as a channel member to get, and to see my own buy and sell orders, to join a great community, and join Telegram and Discord as well. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.